Alright, so welcome to the very first episode of trying out our ideas. What we're going to be doing, if you don't know, is that we're going to be taking a comment and that is suggesting an idea, and we will be trying to create that idea in the editor for a brief amount of time, maybe like a few minutes at most, or at least, I don't know, depending on the idea and the complexity that it may require. So, the first idea that we're going to try and implement is this idea, which I took from my inquiry time post, which says a sort of delayed level. All the obstacles act the same, but your character is a fake one that actually jumps half a second after you click, forcing you to sight read. All right. So the moment I saw this, I was a little confused on how I was going to implement this kind of thing. I was wondering, how would I be able to do this? Would I try to limit the character upon input and then try and mimic the actual kind of movement or jump that it was going to do? But I figured that was a little difficult, so I decided maybe we'll use a system that utilizes collision blocks. So this is going to be the current implementation. So first, I'm gonna use the alpha trigger, set it to 1, set everything of group 1 to 0 opacity, and we're gonna have a collision block set up, and then we're gonna do group 2 on this, and we're also gonna do group 1 on it as well, that it's not that visible. So, and we're also going to do group 2 on this. Then next we need it to follow, maybe like 10 seconds following. I think that would be good enough. And then a follow player Y for 2, delay of 0.5 seconds, maybe like a max speed of 5, just for the sake of it. And then we need a rotate implementation. We need a touch trigger that activates a rotate. It's not gonna be the best. It's just gonna be a decent kind of rotation implementation, since I know this kind of setup is gonna make it really buggy. Like if you spam this really fast, it kind of breaks, but that's the simplest implementation. We're also gonna hide the character for now, because using the actual character is quite a difficulty to implement. Now, the part where I find difficulty is using actual obstacles. Actual obstacles interact with the actual character, which makes it even more difficult. So for now, we're gonna use fake kind obstacles, because those are easier to implement. Using real or static obstacles would require some sort of interaction with the actual character, and we don't want that, because then that would be buggy, and then what would be the point of the act of the false character? Set this to 2. The collision will be like that for now, and we're gonna set the opacity to 1. Alright, let me exit, save, and then... Okay, so I'm forgetting that this needs a delay as well. So we'll 4 on this, and then this will be 3. I forgot touch triggers don't have delays, so we're gonna have to use a spawn trigger. Apologies for my forgetfulness in implementing that. Okay, so now we have that. So what I'm planning to do is, once collision box ID 1 and collision box ID 2 collide, it causes a kind of death trigger, like something like a saw, probably. We're gonna have a saw, a group 5, and we don't want it being obvious for now, so we're also gonna group it 1. And then we are going to toggle it off, and we are also going to make it follow the player. Then we need it to instantly go in the direction of the player. And we're gonna lock it to player Y as well. Locking it to player Y. I feel like if I locked it to player Y, no, if I locked it to player Y, the fake character, it wouldn't have a delay, so I'm not using that. I have to use follow player Y. For those of you that might be asking that question, that is the answer. Using lock to player Y has no delay, so. Alright, so we have that. Now we just need the actual collision. 5. Activate. So, okay, so there we go. We have our project done. Well, we can test this with like 3 spikes, I suppose. Okay, so this is when I'm assuming that the true character is on the same X position as the fake character. Because by delayed, I'm assuming you mean only the input, not the actual position. Because if it's position, then that would be kind of an idea that's already been created thousands of times by other people. So we're gonna try this, see how it goes. Okay, so it's a little buggy. Okay, there we go. That was a little tricky, but we got it in the end, so there you go. There you have it. That was how to create the idea that was posted in the comment. If you want, I'll be doing more episodes of this. Just if you want to suggest an idea, you can use the inquiry time post, or you can just use the comment section for this video and post your idea there. I might try and implement your idea. So that'll be it for this episode. Thank you for watching the very first episode of Trying Your Ideas, and yeah, that's it. Goodbye.